Um, Dan, what sort of forwards battle are we up for this weekend against the Chiefs? And I guess just talk us through your front rows, because there's your starters, which are quite youthful, and then it's a really experienced lot coming off the bench, isn't it?
Yeah, you did right. It's going to be a battle of attrition up front, and they've got a strong forward pack, as do we. So we learned a lot together about our group on that tour at pre-season. We believe we've got the mix right for this one, starting with Tarms at tight head, Belly, who's had consistent game time throughout the pre-season and has really matured as a front rower, and George Bauer back from injury. So we feel that's our best starting team, and then to finish with the experience, as you've alluded to, with Owie, Quinton McDonald and Moods. I think that's the way the game's going to roll, and to have those guys coming off the bench, you can't put a price on it. So looking forward. We think we've got the mix right, and it's going to be a hell of a battle.
Just how impressed have you been with how George Bauer has come back in? I mean, he comes across as a guy that's just as valuable off the field in terms of locker room as he is on it.
Yeah, massive energy giver. He's got a lot of bounce, bit of spring in his step. He's had a good layoff, so he's come back. He's hungry, and he's proved that the way he's trained. So hence why he's got that starting loose head position. Looking forward to seeing him go again. Another guy who put his hand up on tour and looking for big things in his first hit out Super Rugby for a wee while.
Do you almost relish guys that are, I mean, you never wish an injury upon someone, but are in that scenario? Because for a lot of other guys, it can be quite a long rugby calendar.
Yeah, so an injury layoff has its pros and cons, and it's an opportunity to get better, to grow on and off the field, and most times these guys come back hungry, we've seen they come back hungry, willing to compete, and they take the opportunity that's given to them. So it's a little bit of a reset in your career. It's never nice, but they come back fitter, faster, stronger, and that's what we're looking for Gio.
Have you seen the Chiefs training from yesterday? There's a bit of fisticuffs. Is that a common thing in training for things to get that heated, or is that quite a rare thing?
No, I haven't seen that. So it shows that they're competing hard, and we compete hard at training as well. And iron sharpens iron, doesn't it? So if you're training and competing hard against each other Monday to Friday, then you're setting yourself up well for Saturday. So we've seen our fair few of them over the years as well, and like I said, it means guys are competing hard and challenging each other, and as long as it's done in the right manner, there's a part. It has a part to play in trainings.
How contrasting is this for you, Dan, given the depth you've got at the moment in the front row compared to last year? You had dealt with so many injuries up front, including right up until that final.
Yeah, it's always next man up for us. It's never not about who we don't have. Guys get opportunities, and as you've seen over the last couple of years, they take them. So whoever gets the jersey on that weekend, we set them up as best as we can, and we know that they're going to perform for us. So I think the depth we've got at the moment, pretty happy with, and like I said, we're competing hard throughout the week, setting ourselves up to go on game day.
Just for you, like in your second footy, how different does it feel like under Rob, I guess, from a year ago?
No difference at all. Been asked this question a lot over the last couple of weeks, and Pens has got a great manner, great connecting the group. His language has been fresh and exciting. The way he interacts with the players, he's got that real personal touch similar to Razor in that regard, and how he's connected the whole group. And I'm really excited for him. He's got your back as a coach, and that's what we're after. So in terms of differences, I haven't seen a lot. Still got a core coaching group that's leading with Pens in behind us, and he's supporting us 100%. So really excited for Rob, and I hope we do him well this week.
Who are some of the players who have stepped up into more leadership roles this year, given guys like Mwanga and Whitelock have left?
We do a great job here at setting up the next tier of leaders. We're constantly upskilling them on and off the field, and we've got a great emerging leaders program. So Quinton Strange, Tom Christie, George Bauer, Sevu Reese, Dallas McLeod. I can rattle a few more off, but you don't have to ask them to lead. They're natural leaders. They lead by their actions, and those guys step up when they're needed on and off the field. So it's not an onerous task for them. They're natural leaders, and we're pretty blessed in that regard.
Just on Owen Franks, how does he compare now to, I guess, what he was when he last played for the Crusaders, 2019 physical go with him.
Yeah, he still are. He loves the combat side of the game and the collisions. I actually think he's moving around the track a little bit faster and smoother at the moment as well. So he had a great tour for us at Munster game. He was exceptional, high work rate, led our scrum, led our physical battles against Munster, and I've been really impressed with Owie. You know what you get with him. He's the ultimate professional, and for our group, that's exactly what we need.
Just on that prop mix, is that a sort of horses for courses week to week thing when you've got 5 guys of test calibre versus, or have you sort of declared starters finishes at this point?
No, it's week to week. It's performance based. Like I said before, iron sharpens iron, and you've got to be performing to start for the Crusaders. It's a hell of a competition amongst our group at the moment, right throughout the 8, and it's hard to select an 8. So they've got to be on their toes, and whoever's in form and what we think's right for the team will be selected each week.
And just on Jamie Hanna, gets an opportunity off the bench. How impressed have you been with him? And I guess there's a fair bit of competition there too in those lock stocks with guys like Taylor and obviously Quinton and Scott. But
Zach Gallagher.
Zach Gallagher.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yep.
the one I was trying to remember.
No, he's been hugely impressive. He's got a very bright future. He's a young athlete. He's still growing into his body, but he's got a bit of X factor in his game, and we're looking to utilise that in the second part of this game. And you'll see him go from strength to strength this year. He's worked hard on his body. He's starting to understand how to use his body in different scenarios and situations. And yeah, we're really excited for Jamie and really proud at the growth he's had over the last couple of years amongst our group. So his time's now.
I'm not sure if you pay much attention to sort of external commentary, but there's already sort of comments with all those departures last year and compounded by some injuries that, the Empire's falling, or, things like that. Crusaders are in a spot of bother. Like, does that bother you guys at all? Does it sharpen you?
I can't really talk for the players around what that means. We're focused on the here and now, and we know we've got an outstanding group that's worked really hard. The coaches have done a fantastic job to set this up. It's next man up for us always, so I'd like to talk about the Shay Fihakis, Dom Gardners, who have been in our group, who are taking centre stage now, and they're exceptional young men, and their time is now, and you'll be writing about them on Monday morning, I'm sure.